I'm going to share with you today one of my favorite dishes at the holiday table, fried stuffing. I'm Tess, and welcome to my kitchen. This video is in collaboration with two awesome YouTube cooks who are also making their favorite stuffing recipes. Katie at Katie Cooks and Crafts is making a festive autumn stuffing, and Tom at OldManCooking is making his favorite cornbread stuffing. After watching this video, please check out their channels. They are some wonderful and informative home cooks that offer some delicious and easy recipes. I have followed both Katie and Tom since I've been on YouTube. They have taught me a lot, and I am thankful. I will leave a link to their channels in the box below. Please show them some love, and remember to like and subscribe to their channels, and tell them Tess sent you. And now for my fried stuffing. In a bowl I have 3 eggs, and I'm adding about a 1/4 cup of milk. I may need to add more eggs and milk later, depending on how much the bread absorbs. Giving that a good whisk and adding my seasonings. Here I have about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and black pepper, a teaspoon of sage, a teaspoon of ground savory, and a 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed. These just happen to be the seasonings we like, but you can add anything you like. In the past I have added poultry seasoning, tarragon, thyme, rosemary, and even some cayenne pepper to kick it up a notch. Mixing that well to get it all combined. You can find this recipe in the list of ingredients in the description box below. I have roughly 4 cups of soft stuffing bread cubes. You can use the bread of your choice. Adding 1 cup of diced onion and 1 cup of celery. Not making the pieces too small, as I want a little crunch, I want them to caramelize, and I want them to hold up in the cooking. Drizzling the eggs and the seasonings over the top and tossing well, making sure all the bread cubes are coated. After mixing, I'm going to let it rest for about 15 minutes before frying, giving the bread a chance to absorb the liquid and the seasonings. You can make this the night before and refrigerate until you're ready. The bread is still a little dry, so I'm adding 1 more egg and a little bit more milk and giving it a toss. In my large cast iron pan, I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of butter and an equal amount of olive oil. I have my heat at low-medium, which is around a 4 on my electric stove. I'm adding my stuffing and gonna gently flatten it out so it cooks evenly. Once the stuffing starts to get a nice crust, I'm gonna turn my heat down to low, between a 2 and a 3. This is going to take about 30 minutes to cook. I want to cook it low and slow, so the stuffing will form a nice crust and the onions and celery will caramelize. Some know this as stuffing or dressing, but our family has always called it filling. When I was young, we had wet and dry filling at the holiday table. Mom would make up the filling with cut-up smoked sausage. The wet filling was stuffed and cooked inside the turkey, and whatever didn't fit inside the bird went right into the frying pan. And being a bread lover to begin with, the fried filling took up 3/4 of my plate. It is a great family memory, and fried stuffing, or filling, is my favorite holiday dish. If you like this fried stuffing recipe, please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below. You can also find me and more of what I'm cooking on Facebook and Tess Cooks For You blog. I'm stirring about every 2 to 3 minutes, making sure everything is toasting and cooking evenly. It's been about 25 minutes now, and I'm going to jazz it up with some fresh herbs. The fresh herbs will give it a brightness. From my garden, I'm adding a little fresh thyme, of course a lot of sage, and some fresh chopped chives. Giving that a toss and stirring frequently for the next 5 minutes. I want the fresh herbs to release their bright flavors but not burn. The fried stuffing has a great texture of being soft inside with a nice toasted and crunchy outside, along with all that flavor from the seasonings. And it is delicious served with gravy on top. This fried stuffing will give you a different texture on your Thanksgiving plate. I hope this gives you some ideas for your own fried stuffing. And please remember to hop over to Katie and Tom's cooking channels and check out their favorite stuffing recipe. I wish all my viewers a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Much love. Thank you so much for joining me here in my kitchen. Please remember to like, subscribe, and please feel free to share this recipe video on your favorite social media site. Until next time, much love.